All right, let's get right to it. Today, we're not just talking, we're conducting a full-blown forensic expose. We're diving into a really dark corner of the spiritual internet. And let me be clear, we're not here to be gentle. We are here to dissect the phenomenon of the free tarot group.
So let's just start with a command. Not a suggestion, not a piece of friendly advice. A command. Stop begging for free tarot readings. This isn't me being nice. This is a diagnosis. A diagnosis of a sickness that has absolutely infected our online spiritual communities.
You see, these online groups, let's be real about what they are. They are not some sacred circle. They're not a supportive community. No, they are digital hunting grounds. That's what they are. It's where these broken egos and, frankly, spiritual parasites go to find their next meal. And they do it all while pretending to be these sincere seekers.
You know, these groups, they operate on this weird unspoken code. It's a language of complete false humility. And it's all just a mask for this incredibly deep and demanding entitlement. I mean, think about it. There are no fixed prices. There's zero accountability. It's basically a paradise custom built for professional leeches who just feed on the energy of others.
And this is how they hide in plain sight, isn't it? You've seen it. Hey, lovely souls with all the little hearts and sparkles. Tia, blessed be. Come on, this isn't real kindness. It's just transactional code. It's like they're fluent in entitlement, but they speak it with this accent of hollow praise, all designed to do one thing: lower your guard right before they drain you completely.
Okay, so let's get into the profiles. Let's identify the archetypes. I want you to think of this as a sort of clinical lineup, a forensic profile of the spiritual bottom feeders that absolutely thrive in these places. It is so crucial that you know exactly who you're dealing with.
All right, first up in the lineup, the validation addict. They don't want clarity. Nope, they want a psychic lullaby to tell them they're special. Next, we've got the emotional parasite. This one keeps you trapped in this endless loop, constantly demanding clarification. Then you've got the false philanthropist. Oh, this one's good. They promise a donation, but only if it resonates. So basically, you have to audition for your own worth. Of course, there's the serial ghoster. Their inbox is just a graveyard of readers they've used and abandoned. And how about the saint of excuses? They offer you blessings from the universe because, if God's gonna pay you, they don't have to. And finally, my favorite, the collector of prophecies. They're asking the same exact question for the 40th time. They're not addicted to the answers, they're addicted to the hunt.
And you know what? All of these characters, they're all reading from the exact same script. It's a formula, and it is simple, it's predictable, and it is brutally effective. So let's break it down piece by manipulative piece and see how they do it.
It always starts with the flattery hook. You know the one. Oh my God, I just love your energy, with the little sparkle emoji. Let's be real. They haven't felt your energy. They've identified you as a target. This is just the prelude to consumption. That's all it is.
Okay, so after the flattery, next up is the urgency bait. Can you do it right now? I'm really struggling. I'm in a crisis. They create this fake urgency to just completely steamroll your boundaries. Your schedule, your energy, your own personal rules. Nope. They mean absolutely nothing when faced with their manufactured desperation.
And then, if you actually dare to resist, that's when they cast the guilt spell. Oh, I thought readers were supposed to help people. I mean, this is just a masterstroke of manipulation, isn't it? It completely reframes your professional boundary as some kind of moral failing. Suddenly, you're not a reader who's practicing self-respect. No, you're a bad person who's withholding the compassion that they honestly believe you owe them.
So this all brings us to the real damage here, because free is never ever free. It always has a cost, and let's be honest, the reader is always the one who pays it. So now let's really dig in and analyze the brutal economics of this so-called spiritual exchange. So I have to ask, what's the real exchange rate? I mean, really, when you pour out your time, your energy, your sacred gift, what is it actually valued at in their economy of entitlement? 60 cents! Yeah. That's the average donation, if they even bother to pay at all. Let that sink in. That is the monetary value they are placing on your intuition, on your years of study, on your connection to the divine. 60 cents.
And for those 60 cents, they demand the world. They want a past life analysis, they want twin flame timelines, they want multiple, endless clarifications, they want a motivational pep talk, basically a full-on therapy session. And hey, maybe a follow-up check-in next week? They are literally demanding your soul for pocket change.
So let's be perfectly crystal clear about this. This isn't about someone in genuine financial hardship. No, this is a bankruptcy of character. It's a deficit of respect. Their poverty, it's spiritual.
And so, here we are, the final verdict. It is time for you to completely reframe your role in all of this. Listen to me. You are not a public servant to be used and then thrown away. You are the oracle. And these people, they're the warning.
I want this to really sink in. You are not a psychic charity. You're not just dispensing divine wisdom to anyone who slides into your DMs with a smiley face emoji.
And you are not their therapist. You are not on call 24/7 to process their manufactured crises and soothe their entitled little egos for free.
And you are most certainly not a vending machine for prophecy, where they think they can just insert a fake compliment and get some life-altering insight in return. Your gift is not a cheap commodity.
You want to know the final damning truth? Here it is. The very same people who are demanding prophecy from you without payment, they are the spiritual descendants of the ones who would have burned the oracle at the stake for refusing a second freebie. Make no mistake, their entitlement is ancient and it is dangerous.
So what's the path forward? It's not negotiation, it's amputation. You need to cut the cords with these energy vampires. Raise your prices to a level that actually reflects your true worth, a level that naturally repels the freeloaders. And for God's sake, block the leeches. No apology, no explanation needed.
So I'm just going to leave you with this one question. Your gift is not for scavengers. So why? Why are you still feeding them?